Hello everyone. Welcome to the webinar on Salesforce Agentforce. From last month, we have started this series where we wanted to do a webinar every month, and we would like to choose the topic which are trending in the market. So that's the reason today we choose a topic where there will be a mix of Agentforce and Slack, and we will see how we can generate or how we can create agents uh, in Salesforce with with Slack. So today's webinar will be presented by Shubham. Shubham is a 5x Salesforce certified professional, and he's working as a Salesforce consultant. He has expertise in Salesforce securities, flows, Apex, Agentforce, all these things, and you might have been seeing him on making various videos on Salesforce FAQ channel. Right, so I will not waste more time. So Subham will now take care of this thing. So he will show the complete demo, and we will. You can Subham, you can start that.
Yeah, thank you, Vijay. In today, we are going to understand about how we can connect the Salesforce with the Slack. And after that, I will walk you through about how we can create the Slack agent. After that, how we can deploy the Slack agent and the service agent in the Slack workspace. And after that, I will explain you how we can give the actions, instructions, and the topics to the Slack agent. So the Slack agent can perform the actions or the task whatever the users want to automate those tasks. So in today's webinar agenda is first we will understand the introduction about the agent force, then we will understand the Slack integration overview, then we will understand how we can connect the Slack with the Salesforce org. Then I will be explain or I will be show the live demo about how we can build the Slack agent, and then we will have question answer sessions. So without any wasting of time, let's understand what is the Agentforce is. So here, the Salesforce has been developed or the introduced the Agentforce, where we can build our AI agents so that for the human agent it will be very easier to perform any task. So the Agentforce is nothing but where we can develop our AI agent. Like we have the Salesforce Flow, where on the Flow Builder we can develop the flow which automate our processes. Same for the Flow Builder, the Salesforce has been introduced the Agentforce, where we can develop, test, and deploy the AI agent in the Salesforce. Then what is the AI agents? So the AI agents is nothing but it is the advanced version of the chatbots, where the chatbots are the scripted version, like we used to create the script, and according to that, the chatbots gives us the response. But in the agent can think independently. That means they can also understand the human speech language, and according to that, they gives us the answer or the response to the users in the human speech language as well. So now we'll understand what is the service agent. So in the previous webinar, I have detail explained about the service agent. So today I'm explaining the service agent because we are going to deploy the service agent from the Salesforce to the Slack. And we also can deploy the service agent on the community side, where the external user or the customer can interact with the AI agent, and so that they can resolve their problems. So here, let me show you. As you visit our website and then go to the live webinars, then as you scroll down, here you will get the past webinar recordings where you can see our past videos so that you can understand in this webinar how I explained and how we can create and deploy the service agent on the community side. So now let's understand what is the Slack. So you might be know about the teams where the users can interact or the employees can communicate with each other. Same as the teams, the Salesforce has been acquired the Slack, where the Salesforce user can communicate, send the documents or the live chat, or there also they can conduct the meet. So for that, the Salesforce has been introduced this Slack. After that, so why we need to deploy this service agent or the any Slack agent to the Slack? So understand this, when any Slack users interact with the or are working on the Slack, they might be know the information what they are stored in the Salesforce object, or also they want to know about some information about the companies or anything. So if they like while working on the Slack or while communicating on the Slack, they don't need to navigate again or change the tabs between Salesforce and the Slack. That's why what we can do, we can deploy the agents that we have created on the Salesforce or so that after deploying those agents, the Slack users don't need to change the tabs or don't need to again and again navigate to the Slack and come back to the Salesforce like that. So for that, we can deploy the Slack agents or the service agent in the Slack. Now, without wasting any time, first I will show you the demo, what we are going to do. So here, let me navigate to the Salesforce org, where I have already created a Slack agent and then the service agent. So first, here you can see here I have the leave management where I have stored the employee details, then the leave request, and then the another object I have, which is soft drink orders. So for this soft drink orders, I have created this service agent, which the store the data about the soft drinks whose customer has been ordered. So here you can see here we have the soft drink ID, order number, then price, soft drinks, and then status. Now, let's say I'm communicating in the Slack and then I want to know about any order status. So instead of going again back to the Salesforce or changing the tabs, what I can do here, I have deployed the service agent and then Slack employee help agent. So here, as I open the Slack order agent, and then I want to know what is my order status. Then as I press the enter key, so here you can see for this time or the for when I give the prompt to the agent, I have given in very simple natural language. That means here we don't need to follow any rule that you have to provide the prompt like this. So here I have given in the human speech language, and then after providing the prompt, the agent has asked like they want to know the which soft drink order number you want to know the status. So here I am providing order number 1020. Then again as I press the enter key, now here you can see your order with number 1020 has been dispatched. Let me know if you need any further assistance. Now let's check in the Salesforce org. So here you can see for the order number 1020, the status is dispatched. So like this, to use the agent or to use the Slack agent or any service agent or any other Salesforce agent, we don't need to navigate again and again to the Salesforce or instead, after deploying these agents to the Slack, we can directly use from the Slack workspace. Now, let me show you about the Slack employee help, which is the Slack agent. Now, I want to raise the request that I want to leave for that. Here I'm providing the prompt. I want to apply for leave. Now, again, as I press the enter key, now here you can see. So now we have provided the action to this Slack employee help agent that whenever any user want to apply for the leave, then that action we have created using the Apex. And according to that, this agent will ask for the details that we need to provide to create the leave request. So here I'm providing the employee ID. So here you need to know the employee ID. So here, let me check any employee ID so that we can raise the request. Let me open this Alex Joy. So this employee ID is 1001. So here I'm providing employee ID, the end date, the leave type, maybe here I'm selecting sick leave. And then as I press this submit button, so here you can see the again agent will confirm Here you can see your leave request has been successfully created, and here you will see the employee, which is the elect join, then the leave type, start date, and then end date. Again, as I navigate to this object and as I click on this leave request, so here you can see the leave request that we created for the elect join sick leave, 2nd of December, start date and end date 11th of December. So here you can see 2nd of December is start date, and then 11th of December is leave end date. So this way we can perform the actions without navigating to the Salesforce organization. Now I will actually explain you how we can connect the Salesforce org with the Slack workspace. After that, how we can create the Slack agent, then how we can deploy the service agent to the Slack workspace, and then how we can create the actions performed by that Slack agent that we are going to create. Now let me close this tab, or let me close this Salesforce org, because I will going to explain in the newly created org. Everything I'm going to explain from the scratch. So first, to connect the Salesforce org with the Slack agent, first we need the connector. So let me show you the PPT. So to install the Slack platform, we need connector. Then after installing that Slack platform connector, we can able to connect the Slack with the Salesforce org. So for that, here I have the link. Let me copy that. I will provide the link. From that link, you can install the Slack connector. So this is one is the actually trailhead link where you can get the Slack platform connector. As I scroll down, so here you can see to install the Slack platform connector app, click on this link. So here I'm clicking on here. Actually, I have already installed the Slack platform. So let me show you first. In the quick find, as I search for the package manager, and here we have the installed packages. As I click on it, so here you can see I have already installed the Slack platform connector, which is used to connect this Salesforce org with the Slack workspace. But again, I will be explain how we can install it. So here, as I click on this link, we have got this. First, we need to log in with our credentials. So here, I'm searching for my domain. So here you need to copy the domain of the your Salesforce org for which you want to connect this Slack. So here I'm copying this domain, and then on the credentials here I'm using use custom domain. So here as I paste the copied domain and then click on the continue button. So here you will see this screen where you can install the Slack connector only for the admins or the all users, or all these you can also install for the specific profiles. So here I have selected while installing the Slack platform connector, I have selected the Slack users for all users. And after that, here you can see this time I got the update option because since I have already downloaded it or installed it. If you installing it first time, you will get the install option over here. You need to check this checkbox, and after that you can install it. After installing, you don't need to do anything. It will directly will navigate on this. Let me show you again that page, package manager, or the installed package. You will be directly come to this on this installed packages page where you can see the installed package, uh, which is the Salesforce platform connector. So now after installing this Salesforce platform connector, what we need to do? We need to create the account on the Slack platform. So for that, what we need to do? So let me create any Slack workspace. For that, you can easily go to the Slack account or the Slack login page. From here I'm going to log in with my Google account. So here I can see, here we have the Google option. You can provide your work email. You can sign in with that email also. So here I'm using this Google. And then here I have like this email. As I click on this, you will be directly signed into the Slack platform or the Slack workspace. Now here you can see I have successfully logged into the Slack workspace. Now I want to connect this Salesforce with this Slack platform. Now as I click on this admin, and then here you can see here we have the manage Salesforce organizations. As I click over here, so let me disconnect this one. Yeah. So here we don't have any Salesforce org connected. Now, as I navigate to again back here, let me show you again. What we need to do, you need to click on this admin. After that, here you can see the manage Salesforce organizations. Click over here, and then here you will see we don't have any Salesforce org connected over here. Now, to connect the Salesforce org, here you can see here we have the option connect Salesforce org. As you click on it, again, here we need to provide the domain. So where we can get the domain, again, in the quick find, as you search for my domain, again, you need to copy this one and then paste over here. So here I'm pasting the domain for which you are going to connect the Salesforce Slack workspace. And then here you can see, here we have the map users account automatically. If you are using the same email that we have provided to Salesforce org, if you have the same email, then you can choose the map users account automatically. Either you have the different email, then you need to disable this one. Because if you have the different emails, then you need to map the users by manually. And if you have the same email in the sense, the email you have provided to create the Slack org, and then the same email, if you have provided, create your user in the Salesforce. If those email are the same, then only you can select the map users account automatically. So here I have the same email, which is I have provided to the Slack and the Salesforce user. So here I have selected the email and then click on this. First, you need to enable this one and then click on this request connection. Now here you can see connect a Salesforce org. Here we have some options. Wait for the Salesforce admin approval. That means after sending the request from the Slack organization or the Slack workspace to the Salesforce, from the Salesforce admin need to approve the request. For that, again, as I navigate to the Salesforce org, then in the quick find, here I need to search for the Slack. Now here you can see here we have the manage Slack connections. As I click on it, and now here you can see, here we got the user configuration. In the Slack, we have selected the email. And again, to map the email from the Slack to the Salesforce, again, here we need to select the email field. After that, we have mapped the Salesforce email with the Slack email and then click on this I agree button and then click on this approve. To approve the connections, you need to, as a Salesforce admin, you need to click on this approve button. So again, after approving from the Salesforce side, again here you will see the status waiting for activation by Slack admin. So there are too many securities to connect the Salesforce org with the Slack workspace. After sending the request from the Slack, first the Salesforce admin need to approve that. After that, after approving the Salesforce admin of the request, the sent by the Slack admin, again, the Slack admin need to approve that request or activate the Salesforce org. So here, uh, before refreshing the page, here you will not see anything. So to activate this Salesforce org, you need to refresh the page first, and then here you can see here we have the ready to activate. So still the Salesforce, we haven't activated the Salesforce org request. For that, to activate it, first we need to click on this view details. And then here you can see ready to activate. Here we need to click on this activate button. And after that, again click on this activate. So we are connected successfully. Again, as you navigate to the Salesforce, still here you can see the status waiting for the activation by the Slack admin. As I refresh this page, this time here we will see the status which is connected. So now we are connected from the Salesforce with the Slack workspace. Now, after connection, what we need to do? So first I need to service agent, or I need to deploy the service agent from the Salesforce to the Slack workspace. Before that, let me show you. As I navigate to the Slack, let me close this one again. Let me refresh the page. And basically this one is the trial org. So here, as I click on this admin option, here you can see here we have the manage Salesforce organization, where we have added the TS Info Technologies, which is the Salesforce account we have successfully connected with the Salesforce workspace. Now we need to manage the Agentforce. Now as I click on this manage Agentforce, here you will see here we don't have any Agentforce available. The channel expert is the Slack agent. That means this one is not Salesforce agent. Because of that, the Slack also provide some agent which is used for the Slack which is the use for the Slack workspace. Now I need to deploy the service agent that I have created in the Salesforce org. So for that, here you can see first as I click on this activate agent also, here we don't have any agent, and then as I click on this need reviews, here also we have one agent which provided by the Slack itself. Now I want to deploy the Agentforce service agent from the Salesforce org to the Slack workspace. For that, what I need to do? So here, as I navigate to the setup, again, I have told you like I have already created the service agent and the video link, or you can find that link on our website where I already posted the webinar recording. So here we need to search for the Agentforce agent. Now here you will find all the agents that you have already created, or if you want to create the new agent, I'm going to explain how we can create the Slack agent. So we don't need to worry about that. So here you can see I have created the service agent for orders. As I click on it, and also the agent is active. Now to deploy this agent from the Salesforce org to the Slack workspace, what we need to do is here we need to open in Builder. And after that, here you will see all the topics that you will add to this agent. After that, as you click on these topics, here you will have the instructions that you need to provide so that your agent can follow these instructions, and then according to that, this agent will perform the actions. Then as you click on these topics, so here are the actual tasks which this agent will going to perform. That means if you want to give the task or give the ability to get the order status, then you need to create the actions by using Apex, flows, or the prompt template. After creating the actions, then you need to assign those actions to these agents so that these agents can perform the actions according to your needs. So for this agent, I have given 3 actions: to get the order status, to create the soft drink orders, and then to cancel the order. Now, except these 3 actions, this agent cannot perform any task. If you That's why while creating the agent, you need to first review the agent, like which action they need to perform, and according to that you can create the agent. Now I have opened the service agent which we are going to deploy on this Slack workspace. Now how we can connect this agent to the Slack? So for that, here you can see in the builder, there is the Agentforce builder. Under that builder, we have opened the Agentforce service agent, and in that we need to click on these connections. As you click on these connections, then you need to scroll down, and here you can see again we have the connection options. Then here we need to click on this add button. As you click on the add button, you need to select the connection type. Since we are going to deploy this service agent from the Salesforce to the Slack, that means we need the API which that means the connection will going to be API. So here we have the only one option to select. As you click on this option, then you need to provide the integration name. You can provide the integration name as per your requirement. So here I'm providing service agent to Slack. Make sure while providing the name, you should not give the space, or if you want to separate the words or the if you want to separate the words, you can give the underscore over there. So it will be easy to find what you have given. Then in the connected app, like by which connected app we are going to deploy the service agent from the Salesforce to the Slack. I have already explained which connected app we have installed. We have installed the Slack connected app. So here, as I search for the Slack, so it should be only one Slack. I don't know why it is coming Slack, two Slacks and two Slack DevOps. I don't know. So here I'm selecting on the Slack. You can select any of them. And then as you scroll down, here you need to click on this save button. So we have successfully established the connection between the Salesforce with the Slack. And after that, here you can see for this connection, that means for the agent for service agent connection, we also have the deployed from the Salesforce to the Slack. Now, as I navigate to the Slack workspace, so this time again, as I open the Agentforce that I've shown you earlier, now we need to refresh the page so that we can get the Salesforce Agentforce service agent to needs to preview. Now, as I click on this refresh page, so maybe it's not refreshing. I don't know why. Let me close this one. So it came, sorry. Again, I'm navigating to the manage Agentforce. So again, here you can see needs review. Now here we have the service agent for orders. Now we need to review it first, and after that we need to activate. So first, to review the agent, as you click on this review button, so here we need to click on this allow. While reviewing the service agent, we need to give permission who can use this service agent. So in my Salesforce Slack org, I have only created one user, so I can give the permissions to that user. If you have the multiple users, you can select to whom you want to give the agent permission, so that only those users can access the service agent that you are going to deploy. So here in the member permission, as I click on this edit, so here you can see you can select the specific people, you can give the all users permission, or also after installing or after deploying the service agent, you can click select no one. That means no one can use this agent. So here I'm giving the permission to all users and then click on the save. So we have given the permission to the all users so that all the Slack users can use this service agent. Now again, as I navigate to the home, let me close this one again. And then here you can see this time we can see the Salesforce service agent for orders in the Slack workspace. Now, as I click on this agent, and then as I give the prompt, I want to place the order. Then as I press the enter key, now here you can see the agent has responded, but the agent need the details like which orders or values we need to provide so that the agent can place the order. So here we need to provide the order number, then soft drink name, and then quantity. So after providing these details, the agent will create the order for the soft drinks. So here I'm providing the order number 5001. After that, I need to provide the soft drink name. So here I'm providing energy 500, and again the quantity will be here I'm providing 60. Now, as I press the enter key, so I don't know why this agent is not working. Let me try it again. the font is there again. Let me change this response. Yeah. Now here you can see your order has been successfully placed. Your order IDs, whatever the order ID, the record has been created. Now, again, as I navigate to the soft drink order, let me show you. And here you can see the order number that we have provided 5001. After that, the soft drink name, which is Energy 500. Then the status, it's a default open. So whenever you place any order, the default status will be open. Now, if I want to cancel the order, again, instead of navigating again back to the Salesforce or to cancel the order, again from the Slack workspace as well, I can give the prompt. I want to cancel the order. Now here you can see the agent has asked, please provide your order number so I can proceed with canceling your order. Now I want to cancel the order that I have placed. That means I have placed the order 5001. I want to cancel that order. So what I should do? I need to provide that order number, and again as I press the enter key. So here you can see your order with order number 5001 has been successfully cancelled. Let me know if there anything else I can assist you with. So here again, as I navigate to the Salesforce org where I have this soft drink orders. So as I refresh the page, here I am navigating again and again to the Salesforce org because I want to show you whatever the action agent has been performed. It's like actually updating in the Salesforce org or not. Like as I refresh the page now, here you can see before that for order number 5001, the status is open. Now as I refresh the page, and here you can see for this order, the status is cancelled. That means this order has been successfully cancelled. So in this way, you can deploy the created service agent from the Salesforce org to the Slack workspace. Now, the third topic we have so first we have connected the Slack workspace with the Salesforce org. After that, I have explained you how we can deploy the service agent in the Slack where we can perform the actions that we have given to the agent. And after that, now we need to understand how we can create and deploy the Slack agent to the Salesforce from the Salesforce to the Slack workspace. Now, what we need to do, first we need to create a Slack agent in the Salesforce Agentforce. For that, as I navigate to the Salesforce org, so let me navigate to the Agentforce agent builder where we can create the AI agents. Again, in the quick find, here we have to search for Agentforce, Agentforce agents. Let me open this one. And before that, let me show you. So this Salesforce service agent for orders, which is the type of service agent. Now we are going to create the Slack agent. But after creating the Slack agent, it will not be the Slack employee help agent. It will be get eventually convert like Salesforce Agentforce employee agent. Before it is this Slack employee help, and after creating this Slack employee help agent, after creating this one, it would get convert to the Agentforce employee agent. Now let's create this Slack agent. For that, here I am selecting the Slack employee help. As I click on this, let me click on this next. Now we need to select the topic. Like if you want, these are the topics that Salesforce has been provided. If you want to keep this topic, you can keep it, or according to your requirements, you can remove these topics. So for my scenario or whatever I am going to explain you, I don't need this topic. Because of that, I have removed this one. And if you want keep it these topics in your agent or for your agent, you can keep it and then click on this next button. Now we need to customize our agent. So here I will keep the name as the same, which is the Slack employee help. The API name will be same as the name. After that, we need to provide the description. So here you can provide the description as per your requirements, like for what purpose you are going to create this Slack agent. So here you can see the Salesforce has been automatically generated the description for this Slack employee help agent, which is the help employees get answers to questions in Slack, summarize findings from the your company's Slack history and added knowledge to get answers, or create the Slack canvas with these findings and they share them with the others. So this one is the description for the agent that we are going to create. Then also you can define the role. That means you can tell the agent what actually you are going to do. So here uh, this agent will going to means the job of this agent will be answer frequently asked questions using the internal knowledge and the files, search Slack conversation to define relevant context, create and update the Slack canvases, and the share canvas in the Slack direct message or channel. So here you can see for this Slack employee help agent, there is a job to answer frequently asked questions. So actually, I have created one PDF. Let me show you. So in this PDF, I have some questions which is frequently asked questions like how do I reset my Salesforce password? How do I request access to Salesforce? Then how do I create new record in Salesforce? So this document I will upload for this Slack employee help agent, and then according to this document, whenever we ask any question which are included in this document, according to that, the agent will give us the response. So again, let me go back to this Slack where we are going to create the agent. Now, company name here I'm providing TS Info Technologies, and then click on the next. Now this is the thing where we are going to upload the document. So here still I haven't created any data library. For that, first I need to create the data library where I will upload the document where which is we have the frequently asked questions. Now as I click on this new library, so the name is automatically came. You can change the name as per requirement. So here I want to keep the Salesforce FAQs. You can keep it. If you don't want to change, you can keep as it is. And then here you can see in the data type, here we need to select the for which data type you are going to like provide the documents, or if you want to provide any links from which this agent should like retrieve the information and give to the users. You can select the web, and then you can select the customer retriever. That means you can provide any like API, external API where from where this agent should retrieve the information. So this time I'm going to provide the document which I have. So for that, here I'm selecting files. And then here you can see here we have the add files data. So now as I click on this upload files, let me select the file that we have. So here we have the Salesforce FAQs PDF. So as I select this one, so it will take a little bit time to upload the document. If you refresh the page, then again we need to now fill up the all the information to create the agent. So it is taking longer time. Let me refresh the page. So I will again explain how we can upload the file. It's not supposed to take this much of time. I don't know why it is taking time. So without any waiting, let's refresh the page. Again, I need to follow the same steps, create the agent. So this time here, I'm not selecting any data library. I will explain how we can later on how we can create the data library, and according to that, how we can apply over here. So without adding the data library, here I'm clicking on create button. So the agent has been successfully created. Now this agent don't have any ability to perform any actions, like if I give the prompt like how many leave pending leaves. I have. So as I press the enter key, here you can see. So this agent is not able to perform the actions because this agent don't have any topic, actions, or the instructions. Now what we need to do, first I will create the action to retrieve the leaves, like how many leaves for particular employee has. So before that, let me show you the object. So here we have the leave management application. In that I have the employee details object. Then as I open the any of record of the employee record, so here you can see I have simply given the created the field, and in that I have simply provided the total leaves, and then the here I have provided the remaining leave, which is the 15. Now whenever any Slack user want to know how many leaves they have pending, so what should instead of navigating to their profile or somewhere else, what they can do on the Slack, also on the Slack as well, they can provide the prompt to this Slack agent that how many leaves I have pending, so that this agent can retrieve the data from this data or the object and then display to the user. So that action we are going to perform for that the Slack agent that we are going to create or that we have created. So for that, let me here is our agent. So here we have the agent. Now, first we need to create the topic. Now, how we can for which purpose we are going to create topic to understand or to give the information to the agent. Like agent should know from which topic they need to perform the actions. So here we can simply create new topic, and here I'm providing leave management. And then as I click on this next button, so the topic has been created, we need to fill some information. So I have already saved some information for the leave management. Here is the classification description that I need to provide to this agent. So here in the classification description, here I have provided this topic helps employee to check their leave balance, view the leave history, and get the information about the leave policies. After that, this employees can ask the Slack employee help agent about their own leave details or the status of leave request. After that, this agent also can retrieve the information from the Salesforce employee and the leave objects and provide answers in Slack. So this one is the classification description for this topic. Again, we need the scope. That means what is the scope of this agent? Like we need to give some restrictions. Except this scope, this agent should not perform any actions. So I have provided this scope. Employee can ask about their current leave balance. Then employee can view the leave history, like dates, type, approve status. After that, employees can check leave status, approve, pending, or rejected. After that, the queries are restricted to the logged in users unless an admin wants to fetch other employee information. After that, we have the agent provides the responses only based on employee record in Salesforce. That means if you don't have any employee ID, the agent will not respond to you about the information, whatever they want to ask. Now, except this scope, the agent will not give any response to the user or whoever is sending the request to the agent. Now, after providing the description and the scope, we need to provide the instructions. So here, let me close the other instruction first. Now, the important instruction that I need to provide, as we want to know the pending leaves or the remaining leaves from the user details or the employee details, here I'm providing the instruction to this agent, which is When user asks for the pending or the remaining leaves balance, show them, show them the remaining leaves. And also here I'm adding, if the user not provided the employee ID, ask them to provide it. So this is the instruction that I have provided to this agent. That means if any user has give the prompt or raised the request, I want to know the remaining leaves, but they haven't provided the employee ID. So what this agent will do, according to this instruction, the agent will get to know that if the user hasn't provided the user ID, then I need to ask them what is your user ID. So these instructions are used to like these are like rules for the agents. The agent should follow this to like accept the information or provide the response to the users. Now, so for our one example, I think that's enough for us. Then here I'm clicking on next button. So here you can see, now here we need to select the action, like select the action you want to include in your topic. Till now, we have created the topic. That means the agent should get to know which topic they need to select. And inside that topic, we have added the instructions. That means the agent should get to know the rule. The user or any employee hasn't provided the particular information to get the information. Then the agent should ask them to understand the request, and then according to the request, the agent should retrieve the data from the Salesforce object or from somewhere else, and then give the response to the user. But after providing or after raising the request by the user, this agent don't have ability to retrieve the data. And how we can retrieve the data? By creating the action. Till now we haven't created any action. So here I'm not selecting anything, and then click on the finish. Now here you can see we have successfully created the topic, which is leave management. Inside that we have provided the description, scope, and the instruction for one action. Which one action? To like retrieve the or to get to know the pending or remaining leaves. But still we haven't created any action. Now how we can create the action? So let me navigate to the developer console where I have created the Apex action. So let me show you. So this is the action. Like this one is very simple one to get like to retrieve the data from the employee object. And very important thing, when you create the action using the Apex class, you need to declare that method or that declare class as an invocable method. If you don't declare is that the invocable method, you cannot use the Apex class as a custom action to the AI agent. That means now we can use this like class, like this class is for the retrieve the data from the employee object, so that this class can like pass the data, like we want the information about the pending leaves. This class can retrieve the data from the object and then pass that information to the AI agent. But if you don't have add, like if you don't have added, or if you not declare this class as an invocable method, this class we cannot assign to the AI agents. Now here we have declared the invocable method. After that, this label, here you can see this label and the description, you will see while creating the action. That means like there also we need to provide some details about this action, so that here I have already declared, so that while creating that action, we don't need to provide again and again. Now we are like getting the employee ID. That means whenever any user provide the prompt, I want to get to know the pending leaves, then the agent will ask them, please provide your employee ID. Then when the user will provide the employee ID, the agent will pass that employee ID to this Apex class. Here you can see here we have declared one integer. After providing that employee ID, so here is the SQL query that I have added. to retrieve the employees leaves. So here you can see, here I've provided the select ID total leaves. So this one is the important thing that we want to retrieve from the object. Then which object, which is the employee details. Then for which employee details, like the employee ID, which is the string. Basically, I have created the field, which is the data type string. That's why I need to convert that data type into the integer, because we are taking the employee ID from the user as a data type as an integer. So for that, I need to convert it in the string. So here I have provided, or I have like passed the data employee ID that I got from the agent. Then after passing that employee ID to this SQL query, this will fetch the pending leaves. And after that, here you can see, here we have written the, again the string we have written, sorry, the list we have written, the value of total leaves that we have in the employee details. Now, which total leave we got? We got the total leaves of this employee ID that agent has been passed to this Apex class. Now, after retrieving the all the total or pending leaves, this class will retrieve those leaves, and again this class will pass or provide the number of leaves to the AI agent. Now we need to create the action in the Salesforce org. For that, here you can see in the, again in the quick find, here I'm searching for Agentforce assets. As I click on it, so here we have the topics and the actions. As I click on these actions, here we can create the new agent action. So here I'm clicking on the agent action. As I click on it, so here you can see, here we have the reference action type. As I click on here, we can create the actions by using the Apex API flows, then predictive model, and then also prompt template. So currently we have created the actions using the Apex. So here I'm selecting this one. And then we need to select the reference action category. As you click on it, here you can see we have selected the invocable method. If you don't select the invocable method, that action will not appear over here. So here I'm selecting invocable method. And again, as I click on this reference action, so here you can see, here we have the pending leaves, and also I have created some other actions to create the leave request that I was like shown you before, like starting to explain how we can create the Slack workspace or all that things. While explaining the demo or while giving the demo, I have shown you how we can create the leave request. After that, I have also shown you how we can create the soft drink order, how we can cancel the order, how we can see the order status. So here this time here I'm selecting pending leaves because the employee want to know how many pending leaves are there, and then click on the next. So again, in the agent action instructions, here you can see the, I have told you like I have provided some instruction or the description in the Apex class. Again, let me show you return number of the leaves with the employee ID. As I open the Apex class, here you can see return number of the leaves with the employee ID. So this description is automatically get passed to here, where we are going to create an agent action. Now in the loading text, here I am providing getting details. So this means when the agent is performing the action, meanwhile, this loading text will be displayed on the preview where, or the conversation preview where the agent will respond to the user. Now here we need to provide the employee ID. So basically we need to provide the instruction to the agent. So what I'm going to give the instruction to this agent, user will pass the employee ID that you need to pass to Apex class. Now, why I've given this instruction? So basically, when any user give the instruction from the, or when any user give the prompt to this AI agent, that means the user will pass the employee ID, and this employee ID, this agent need to pass to the Apex class, so that the Apex class can retrieve the data from the object according to the employee ID the agent has been provided. After that, here we need to click on this collect data from user, since the user only one who is going to apply or ask for the question to the agent. Now we have given the input. Now whenever the Apex class retrieve the data and pass to the agent, now what this agent should do? This agent, you need to display the information to user. Now how this agent can display the information? By using the showing conversation. That means where the user has been provided the question, there only this agent can give the response. And after that, click on this finish button. So we have successfully created the action so that this agent now has ability to retrieve the data from the Salesforce org and then display to the agent. Still, we haven't deployed this agent to the Slack workspace. This one is only working for the Salesforce org. So let me add this action to the agent. So again, here I'm opening the Slack agent that we have created. So here you can see the Slack employee help agent. And again, as I told you, after creating the Slack employee help agent, it will be eventually get convert to the which type? Agentforce employee agent. So here, let me select this one. Again, open in builder. And this time we need to assign the topic for this agent. For that, what we can do, we need to assign that action under the topic that we have created. So here we have created the leave management. Now, for example, if you want to create the topic like there is any different action except the leave management. For example, the user want to know the HR policies, like any company policies or information. Now that action will not comes under this leave management. That means these topics are helps to the AI agents to understand which action they need to perform. Like we have created the now we have created the action related to the leaves, so that we can add that action under this leave management topic. If you create the another action, then you need to create another topic, and then in that topic you need to add the related actions. So here I am selecting this leave management topic. Then here you can see here we have the this topic actions. Here we have to select this one, and then we need to add the created action to this topic. So for that, what you need to do, you need to click on this new button, and this time here we need to click on this add from asset library, because we already have created the action in the Agentforce assets. We need to add that action from the asset library to this agent. For that, here I'm selecting this one. And then simply here need to select the action that you have created. So I think we have created for the pending leaves. Let me search over here. Yeah. So here we have created the topics pending leaves, and then click on the finish. Now here you can see we have the action, the pending leaves. Now earlier we have seen, let me refresh the this page. Now earlier we have seen I given the prompt to this agent to find or to get to know how many. I don't know why its topic is not visible over here. Yeah, now it's visible. Earlier we have given the prompt to know about the pending leaves. At that time, this agent was not able to respond. Now, as I provide the prompt, how many leaves again pending leaves I have. As I press the enter key, now here you can see, like as I said in the instruction, let me open this leave management. And then here we have provided the instruction, when the user asks for the pending leaves or the remaining leave balance, show them the remaining leaves. If the user not provided the employee ID, ask them to provide it. So here we have didn't provided the employee ID. That's why the agent responded, please provide the your employee ID. So here let me check any employee ID. So again, here we have the employee ID is 1001 and the total leaves are remaining total leaves are 15. So let me give the employee ID over here 1001, and then as I press the submit button, here you can see the agent responded, you have 15 leaves, let me know need anything else. So now our agent is able to perform the actions that we have provided. Now let's deploy this agent to the Slack workspace. Now, so for that, first we need to activate this agent. So let me activate it first. Let me click on this ignore and activate. Now our agent has been successfully activated. Now what we need to do again, we need to follow the same steps that we have followed to deploy the service agent to the Slack. Again, we need to go to the connections, scroll down. Again, in the connections, we need to click on this add. Here we need to select API. Again, in the instructions, here we need to provide the name as per our requirement. Here, so here I'm providing Slack agent. And then in the connected app, here we need to search for the Slack and then click on the save. So we have again we have established the connection between this Slack and the means Slack agent with the Slack workspace. Again, to deploy the different agents, we need to create different connection on their like Agentforce builder. Like it's not like that you have created the connection for this agent so that you can deploy all the agents. You need to establish the connection individually for all the agents. Now, as I again navigate to the Slack, so this time here you can see before refreshing the page, here I only have the service agent for orders that I have already deployed. Now, as I go to the manage agent force, so this time again here we have the action we need to perform, that we need to review the agent that we are going to deploy. So here we have the Slack employee help. As you click on this review, click on this allow. And then as I go to these active agents, here you will see both the agents that we have deployed. The first one is the service agent and another one is Slack employee help. So now let's use this agent. So for that, again, as I navigate back over the Slack workspace, and then there you can see the Slack employee help. As I click on it, now as I provide the prompt as a Slack user, how many pending leaves I have with employee ID. So this time here I will directly provide the employee ID. This time I will take the another employee, which is the Alexa Smith. So this employee ID is 1003. Now this time it will not ask again to provide the employee ID. Instead of that, it will directly give us the response. So here you can see you have 10 pending leaves. Let me know if you need anything else. So again, for this employee, we have the 10 pending leaves. So in this way, we can create the connection between Salesforce or to the Slack workspace. After that, we can deploy the service agent from the Salesforce or to the Slack. And then I have also shown you how we can create the Slack agent, add the action for the Slack agent, topics and the instructions, and then how we can deploy it to the Slack. So one thing that I need to show you that we haven't did while creating the Slack agent, that I want to know the information from the PDF. So what I can do, so here I need to search for the data library. Here you can see under the Einstein, here we have the Agentforce data library. As I click over here, then click on this. So here you can see the document has been successfully added. I don't know when it get added. As I click on this Salesforce FAQs, which is the data library, under that we will have the document that we have uploaded. So no, still we don't have any document. We need to upload it. we just created the data library. Under that, we need to add the document. So here I'm clicking on this upload files, and here I'm selecting this document. So here you can see it's uploaded successfully. Click on done. And now the Salesforce FAQ PDF we have uploaded to the our data library, which we have created for the Salesforce FAQs. Now, maybe it will take some time to, it's just showing ready. Let's check, will it work or not. If it will not work, I will just show you the correct step to how we can get the information from the PDF. So for that, what we need to do again. So here I have opened the Slack employee help agent. Now we need to add the another topic. Now why we need to add the another topic? Because this leave management we have only given for the leaves, like leaves type of things. If the agent or if the user want to know about the leaves history, if they want to apply for the leaves, because of that we have added this topic. Now what if we want this agent, now we want to like retrieve the information from the PDF. So for that, the Salesforce has been already provided one topic. As I show you, let me show you. For that, as you click on this new button and then click on this add from asset library, since the Salesforce has been already provided, you will get that topic over here. The topic is general FAQs. As you select this topic and click on the finish button, this topic will get add over here. So we couldn't create your topic because let me refresh the page. I think this one is the old page where I also activated the agent, but that one was we haven't refreshed. So first I need to, now here you can see we are not getting the new option to add the topics. Why? Because we have activated the agent. So first we need to deactivate the agent. And now here you will see the new option after deactivating the agent. So again, I need to, sorry, add from the asset library. And then which topic we need to select the general FAQ. Then click on the finish. Now we have added the general FAQs topic for this agent. Now as I open this topic, under that topic, you will see the different action, which is answer question with knowledge. So this action like helps to the AI agent to get the answer from the PDF, or this agent can also enhance the that answers. Like since this is working on the LLM model, that's why the agent can think by their own self, so that whatever the questions we will ask, only that question should have in that PDF, so that this agent can able to give the answer whatever the content or the information we have provided to that PDF. And as well, if the agent can find the another information about it, so that the agent can gives as the response. Now let's test the agent. So let me refresh the page once. Again, as I navigate to the PDF, so let me copy any questions over here. So here I am copying the how can I track my task in Salesforce. Here I'm providing the prompt. So this information we don't have in the Salesforce object. That information we only have in that PDF, and that PDF we have uploaded to the data library, which is Salesforce FAQs. Now, as I press the enter key, so I have showed that this one is okay. We need to assign the data library to the agent. So for that, what we need to do, let me go back to the agent. Here you can see, here we have the employee agent that we created. Now we need to navigate to the agent access, and then here we need to give the permission to the users. This one is the for Salesforce users. So here I am selecting the system administrator. Here I am giving the permission to the system administrator profile, so that The users who has assigned this system administrator, they can use the this agent. So again, I need to give some more permissions. So as I navigate to the users, or also we can go from directly from over here, like setting, go to the advanced user details. Basically, we need to assign one permission set to this user so that this user can perform the actions. So this permission set we need to assign to our user. So this one is data cloud user. If you don't assign this permission set, this user cannot able to perform the action. So here I'm adding this one, the data cloud user, and then click on the save button. So after performing these permissions, so now I hope it will work, because this one is the only permission or prerequisites to I need to follow to use the data library. So again, let me open the agent, open a builder. Again, I'm asking same question. How can I track my task in Salesforce? So still it's not working. So maybe it will take some time to apply the changes or something, because this one is the only the steps that you can where you need to upload, create the data library, upload the document to the data library, and after that you need to assign the permission set, which is data cloud user permission set to the user that from which you are going to perform this operation. So instead of this, let me show you on my the another Salesforce org where I have already did this operation again. So here you can see here also I have added the general FAQs topic. As I press the enter key, so again I have provided the same question: how do I can track my task in Salesforce? As I press the enter key, so here you can see you can track your task in Salesforce by going to the task tab or the checking the home dashboard, where you will find the section for today's task and the overdue task. As I navigate to the PDF, you will find the same answer. Go to the text tab or the home dashboard, where you can see the today's task and the overdue task. And so, as I asked the another question, how do I contact HR or admin team? So for this one also, the agent can give the response. Here you can see, you can contact the HR or admin team by sending an email to HR support address or raising the ticket in the internal support portal. So, and also again, as you can see here, the same answer is over here. That means this agent can able to retrieve the information from the document and give the response to the user. So in this way, we can create the Slack agent and deploy to the from the Salesforce org to the Slack workspace. So I hope you have understood. Like I have explained about how we can connect this Salesforce with the Slack workspace, then how we can create the Slack account. After that, how we can connect it, how we can authorize the Salesforce org. After that, how we can deploy the service agent from the Salesforce org to the Slack workspace, and after that how we can create the Slack agent. After that, how we can create the agent actions, instructions, and the topic for the Slack agent, and after that how we can deploy it to the Slack workspace. So that's all from my side.
All right, Subham. So we'll upload this again in the YouTube channel also, and we'll also share the link to the paper. So thank you everyone for joining this, and yeah, we will keep updating you. We are going to do more and more such webinars in the near future also. Thank you everyone.
Thank you.